Alright, man. What up, you two, man? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't usually do videos like this, but I gotta see this. Hold on. Twitter's the only video that got
manager
this.
Nico Harrison.
No intro for real. Let's get people talking about, because he finna say something that obviously made people be like, somehow, even when you couldn't think it couldn't get any worse, somehow it gets worse. Nico or whatever, bro. Let's see what this man said on why he traded Luka, bro.
Because, Tim, you just got out of a closed-door meeting with general manager Nico Harrison. There were no cameras allowed, but you were there. So what can you tell us about what happened and what...
Howdy, Malika. Hey, Rick Welts, the new CEO of the Mavericks, was also there. He really wanted to discuss potential plans for a new arena in Dallas next decade, but folks just kept going back to peppering Nico with questions about this trade that he made, the Luka Doncic deal. And hey, Nico doubled down, he tripled down, he quadrupled down. I could go on.
That's the only way you can, because if he don't do it, they're just gonna say fire him even more. Either way, they're gonna be like fire him, but like, bruh, anything he do is gonna get nitpicked and used against him, bruh. So you might as well stand on it, nigga. What the hell?
Fingers counting how many times. Double down, he tripled down, he quadrupled down. I could go on. I ran out of fingers.
Because it ain't like y'all gonna gain respect if he be like, I was wrong. You still gonna be like, so it don't matter. Yeah, nigga, stand on that. Defense win championship. That's facts. Nigga. That's why Luka was trying his ass off against us the other day. Because he know that. Luka know that. That's why he was trying OD hard against us.
How many times?
Literally.
That he
Luka
said,
know that too. That is pure facts. He said that, and that is nothing to be mad about.
Times that he said defense wins championships.
Yep, nigga. Exactly. You know that.
He said defense wins championships. So he's sticking with that. Now,
Luka knows that. Nigga, you see how hard he was trying to get us? He know everybody, this is facts. Like, I mean, he should probably say a little more than that, but that's still pure facts. Like,
hey,
straight up.
Defense wins championships. So he's sticking with that. Now, hey, the Mavericks last year had the top defense in the league.
Exactly. It was number 6. I just seen that shit in the playoffs. It was number 6.
Games. You know, even in the finals against the Celtics, 109.2 defensive rating. That would have ranked second in the league.
Oh my goodness. Damn, really? Sheesh, that team there, boy. Nigga can say that shit was luck all you want. Everything pointing to us just being a good-ass team. Stepping on everybody in front of us, nigga. Nigga be talking about that shit was luck. Like, but stop it.
Lost that series for other reasons, but
you just played a super team, the best team ever. Nigga, I'm standing on that. They're gonna win this year, and they're finally gonna start getting the respect. But that's been a super team ever since it started. So
maybe doesn't necessarily add up. Neither does this. The Mavericks owe their first-round draft capital for deals they made to successfully build around Luka in 27, 28, 29, and 30.
Damn, that's crazy.
Nico Harrison created what he calls a 3 to 4 year time frame to be a championship contender. Obviously, year one, ruined by injuries. I pushed back on the logic of that. He just kept going back to the defense wins championships mantra. Quite frankly, a lot doesn't make sense, but Nico made it clear he does plan to be the general manager of the Mavericks for the rest of his contract, which has...
Some of the decisions I'm going to make are going to be unpopular. That's my job. True. Stand on something, not being scared. You know what I'm saying? I respect that, because when he was making all the good decisions last year that got us to the finals, everybody was like, he's the executive of the year, all that. As soon as he take that risk, though, and do some, you can say questionable shit. Nah, it's fire him, so he needs to forget everything you did, but...
The general manager of the Mavericks for the rest of his contract, which has 3 years left.
Okay, so he is saying that he's going to be the general manager for the rest of his contract, doubling, tripling, quadrupling down.
Damn. Okay, that's good to know, though. Just because, like, I didn't know. You never know. Even though the owner agreed, he could be like, man, this summer, I'm done with you or something. So that's good to know.
On defense wins championships, and that he would continue to...
So this is what somehow made it worse, by stating pure facts that defense wins championships. How is this like, he's not even saying nothing wrong. You're just looking at him through a biased lens. I'm the only one that's not biased with it come to this nigga, bro. Like, everybody hate this nigga. I'm just like, bro. Because, like, bro, I can't get mad at defense. I can't. Because I remember right before the trade, we was playing the Pistons, and K dropped 40 on us, who he ain't really was doing. He was dropping points, but he wasn't like, bruh. That was when he was just really starting to like hum or whatever you want to call it. And he was dropping. You let him drop 40 on us. We wasn't healthy that game, but still, I just felt the way about that. Like, in a way, like, you letting this nigga have a career damn game on us. So I was like, bruh, nah, you better change this defense up. Because people were talking about keep the team the same. And Luka wasn't playing back then. So you already know the defense probably going to get even worse than it was. So it was like, oh, hell no. Yeah, the offense, we had that offense, but we needed to get some defense. I didn't expect it to be Luka, but I knew for a fact we needed perimeter defense. Like, we need some defense. And then, bam, you know what I'm saying? Christie and AD. And you possibly could have got connect, but I think he was only thinking defense. I like, literally. So it was like, I get it, but you could have got more. You should have got at least the other pick or something. I do agree on that, but defense, I can't get mad at that, period, because that is what wins. So, yeah.
Make that Luka trade again if he had the opportunity to.
More. I think this is what people probably seen where it was like he somehow made it worse. Dallas Mavericks general manager Nico Harrison doubled down his mantra of defense wins championships, repeatedly using that saying as an explanation for his decision to trade Luka. A shocking blockbuster deal that outraged the Dallas fan base and has prompted frequent chants for calling for Harrison's firing. Harrison, along with new Mavs CEO Rick Welts, held an hour-long session Tuesday morning with a select group of Dallas-based media in which the trade of Doncic for a package headlined by 32-year-old perennial all-star power forward Anthony Davis dominated the discussion. There's no regrets on the trade, said Harrison, whose only other media availability since the trade was a brief pregame session the following day in Cleveland. Part of my job is to do the best thing for the Mavericks, not only today, but also in the future. Some of the decisions I'm going to make are going to be unpopular. That's my job, and I have to stand by it. Facts. Harrison made the deal only months after Doncic led Dallas to the NBA Finals, following a series of trades to construct a contender around the franchise player. Harrison referred to those deals including trades for Kyrie, Daniel Gafford, and PJ, and asked about Dallas fans' widespread desire for him to be fired. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, they weren't saying that when he got, Kyrie, Gafford, and PJ. Well, the beauty of Dallas is it is a passionate fan base. Harrison said, for us to reach our goals, we need that fan base. And to be honest with you, every trade I made since I've been here has not been regarded as a good trade. And so sometimes it takes time. When I traded for Kyrie, it was met with a lot of skepticism. It's facts. Pure facts. Straight up facts. And it was graded as a terrible trade. Yep. And they got to meme it. Him and Luka. When it was deep in the playoffs, they got to do that little shit. Yeah, make them goofies look stupid. Yep. It was graded as a terrible trade, and you didn't see it right away. But eventually, everyone agreed that that was a great trade. When I traded for Gafford in Washington, again, it was like, oh, he gave up way too much. These guys aren't going to help us. Now that trade, you saw the evidence a lot sooner. So I think a lot of times trades take a little bit of time. Okay? But our philosophy, like I said, going forward is defense wins championships. And we're built on defense. And this trade cements us for that. Did Harrison not believe that the core of the last season finals team with Doncic as the centerpiece could contend for a title? Oh, that's what they asked? And he said, I'll say this again. Defense wins champions. What? I'm trying to understand it. Like, so you're really just saying, no matter what, Luka, he ain't playing no defense, I guess. He ain't going to play the defense we need, I guess. The Mavs had the NBA top-ranked defense for the for the final 20 games of last season. That's crazy, bro. Bro, our defense was good even in the finals for real, bro. What? I ain't even read it out loud. I'm just looking at it like, bro, he wasn't just talking on that. That makes it questionable, though. I ain't gonna care. I did not know our defense was that good, even in the finals. We really just couldn't score, bro. Bro, I thought our defense sucked, bro. What? So it was our offense. Damn. I thought it was like both, though, a mixture of both. But They say a defensive rating that are ranked second in the league in the finals. What? That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy, though. I didn't know our defense was that good last year. I did not. Damn, bro. Derrick Jones Jr., PJ, Lively, Gafford. Damn. Harrison gave up control of the Mavs' first-round pick from 2027 through 2030 while making a series of successful trades. Oh, yeah, that Grant Williams thing, yeah. I wasn't even watching when he was on the team, but I know they got rid of him. He has said that he believes he built the team for a 3 to 4 year time frame to contend with titles, although injuries ruined the Mavs' hopes this season. Facts. We believe in the move we made. Said when asked how the logic of a time frame that ends as the team enters a stretch when it doesn't control its first round picks is in the franchise's long-term best interest. I'm glad he didn't.